Okay, this is Mr. Evil saying, "Look at my butt." Never fails. I start to do a video and that cat's right under me. All right, that cat likes me for some reason. Okay, um, I'm supposed to do a letter, and you're not even really supposed to mail it, but you're supposed to write a letter and as if you were writing it to your ex, and it's supposed to help with the hoovering, with the recycle. Um, and we tried getting back together again every time we tried. Oh, here are the rules we're going to use, and of course, I mean, and I'll say this much: neither one of us ever followed the rules. I don't know who broke the rules first. It doesn't matter. They never followed the rules. So, we were supposed to be more intimate with each other. We're supposed to be more caring for each other. We're supposed to pay attention to what and how we said things to each other. We were supposed to make sure we didn't give each other, a reason not to trust, and I say each other. I mean, I never did anything like that on her, but still, I'll follow the same damn rules. So either way around, I'm supposed to do a letter that says all the things that would be necessary for you to return if we got back together. Oh man, where to even begin? Let's see. The first thing is you would not sleep anywhere other than my bed every night because we lost that intimacy, and I shouldn't have never allowed that happen. That would be rule one. A little she said thing out there, we'll leave it set up because there are some times when you get mad, you just need your own space. I'm okay with that. The next thing would be red card arguments or discussions, I should actually say. The moment that the one person shows anger, it's like, oh, stop. You just screwed up because some of the things I've learned in my therapy so far is that no meaningful communication happens in an argument, and that's right. It's just a venting of emotions. It's all an argument really is. So that would have to happen. Um, you'd have to put forth at least half of the money you make to this property because I put forth 100% of mine to pay for this place. You'd have to do that. Um, you would have to cut yourself down to the same number of cats that I have. You'd have to get rid of a bunch of your cats. So, I know right there, yeah, you said no way. You said no way before, but whatever. You'd have to do that. You've been hoarding cats for too long. You've got more cats than you can take care of. You're spending, I mean, more so when you're out here doing all this work for everybody else and not that. The next thing is, and I've got to bring this up because it kind of relates to the other video about trust. Um, and this is the big hampering to trust and redemption. Is that the moment Riley Roden started talking shit about me, you should tell him to shut the fuck up. Try standing up for me for a change. See if you can actually do that. I don't think you can. So, that would have to happen. Um, and you'd never go back over there again because you've admitted that he's just talked shit about me for over 4 years now. And I mean, that you would allow that to happen to begin with. But either way, that would have to happen. Social media and those fucking scumbags you collect on social media. Jesus. No more hiding. Okay. And I've sat right there and watched you take that message. You're sitting in that car and you sent that message, hit send. You made sure it went through, delete message, empty trash. First time that your message trash was emptied on your phone, you're out of here. Social media would be only positive people. All these fucking scumbags that talk shit or allow you to talk shit even, not going to happen. I have access to it at all points in time. You've always had access to my phone too. But you're the secretive one. But remember, I'm the narcissist, right? All those things would have to happen. You'd have to put in as many hours here at this house working to do the things we need to do around here to keep this fucking property running as you do anywhere else. Not going to happen. You're not going to do any of those things. You can't. I would have to attend your therapy sessions with you. And I agree. There's certain therapy sessions you need to do alone. That's fine. But we're going to make sure your therapist stays up to date on what really went on. They'd have to show them all these little videos that I've got on this website and over on YouTube. All the text messages, all the things that show them who you really are and what you really are. You would actually have to open up and admit that you lied about all the abuse, all that bullshit. And you'd have to do it publicly. Okay? And I'd be happy to admit, and I already had admitted, there are things I've done with you, to you, everything else that I shouldn't have allowed to happen. You bet. You bet. Yes, I've hit you. You bet. Yes, I've choked you. Yes, I've knocked you down. Yep, you bet. But the things you keep forgetting to tell people is how you hit me first. Remember when you told my mother that? The reason I hit you? Yeah, because you hit me first. What did my mother tell you? Maybe you shouldn't hit him. But you forget to tell your little friends about that. You forget to turn around and tell your little friends all the fucking rude things you'll say to make me swing at you or push you, get you out of my way. Disgusting things you've said to me to make me just as mad as you fucking could and then laugh about it. Because that's what you do. Your sister knows it. Your brother knows it. I know it. My brother knows it. Fuck, everybody knows it except your little online friends. Some of them. Some of them are figuring it out. But either end, I'd have to attend your counseling sessions. And we would definitely do counseling together for our marriage. Marriage. Listen at that. The divorce would go through. I'm not going to stop the divorce no matter what. Okay. And I'll make a will that gives you the property. No big deal. But you're going to have to fulfill a lot of all these requirements. Every one of them. From my dying day to get this property. You won't. I know you won't. So it's not, doesn't matter. You keep running around hollering, oh, we were too young. No, we wasn't. I mean, my grandmother and my grandfather were married in like 1911, and he died in 1976. She was 12 or 13 years old when they were married. Wasn't too young. You just didn't have your head screwed on straight. You don't want your head screwed on straight. Part of your therapy would definitely have to be learning to break down those weird barriers you've got built up around emotional connection. And have to actually start understanding what it is to not only feel things yourself, but have other people feel it too. Respect their feelings, because you never have, not mine especially. And you don't get better unless you break down those barriers. That's something I was watching earlier. That guy said straight up, he says it's just toxic to think they'll get better because they cannot, then they will not, meaning you, cannot and will not tell the truth. So either way, that would be all well, all I can think of at the moment. And there ain't no sense in going through it because you wouldn't do one of those things, much less all of them. So that's pretty much a dead horse that I just beat on.